Okay, we have new information leaked from TCL Technology in their latest news conference, where in a slideshow, some information was given out that could speculate a new half step console generation for the Series and PS5 Pro. So we'll jump right into it. We'll go ahead and so today, on their slideshow, they have, along with the current Generation 9 of our PS5 and Xbox Series consoles, they have the next step of 9.5, which is designated as 2023 to 2024 release date. And with these two new consoles that will be coming out, they are saying that true 4K from 60 to 120 hertz, or 8K 60 to 120 in quotation marks, possibilities of these consoles outputting. When it comes to the 4K factor, we'll kind of break that down, and we'll say that like 4K, yeah, that does seem very possible right now with the current Generation 9 PS5 and Series console X. We're pretty much getting close to 4K. It does have dynamic resolution that does help it get close, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, at least in my experience, it's pretty good. It's pretty close to 4K. I know that in reality it's not native 4K, but to me that doesn't really matter. So this new step of consoles allegedly will deliver that. And let's move on to the next point. So that's going to be the possible outputting of 8K resolution. So this is where I'll kind of put the stake in the ground and say I think this is complete BS. Right now, 8K televisions alone are on the cheap end $3,000, $4,000, and content for these things is slim, non-existent. This is like back when 4K first came out. Like there's nothing there. You have some YouTube videos or some videos maybe made specifically to run in your local Best Buy to show these crazy resolutions. And that all seems really cool and nice to look at, but when it comes to outputting these things for games, this is crazy. This is not possible. Even in the upcoming years, this isn't possible. The amount of power it would take for this to happen, for a console is ridiculous. It's out there. It's not possible. So, and just to make a side note to kind of give you an explanation, back in the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X time frames, they were still running and trying to hit this fabled 4K, and Sony's way to combat that was to create a thing, checkerboarding, an implementation of 4K, which took two 1080p images and kind of pushed them together and then made up the alternating images, so it would actually kind of look like it's 4K, but it wasn't true 4K. So that's what a lot of people online will be, oh well, it's not true 4K. It's not true 4K. It's because it's either some form of dynamic resolution or upscaling, or it's a checkerboarding implementation. And I'm sure there's more. I don't know all of them, but yeah. So I mean, as of right now, that's what we've learned from this conference that TCL put on. I want to know from you guys, do you think this is true information? TCL is a TV company, so them having some of this information about possibly needing 8K resolution televisions out for mainstream, it does seem possible, but also weird. So this might just be them hinting at it. And 4 years down the line from the console's release, it does seem possible for a half-step generation. We're kind of already used to that. So let me know below. Do you think this is true, or do you think this is fake and just some information to try and get people to, view their news conference?